country person living in a small village and you are surrounded by beautiful and peaceful nature with animals, plants, and where you can actually sleep in silence away from the crowd of the city. And you have a very organic life without stressful feelings. But then one day, a huge corporation decides to build a wind turbine next to your farm under the name of green energy. And they say to you, you are going to help the environment, and which is going to be good for everybody. It's a win-win situation, you know. But then things get worse day by day. I will explain the worst things, but before, I would like to ask you a question. With wind power, are we pushing hard toward a greener tomorrow without fully understanding all of the consequences? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cenk Ülker, and today I'm going to talk about three main disadvantages of wind farms. I have divided my presentation into three parts. First of all, I will talk about the cost of building a wind turbine, and then I will move on to some health problems related to it, and I will finish my presentation with a threat to wildlife. Let's start with the first one. The cost competitiveness of wind power is highly debatable. Some people claim that wind turbines make excellent alternatives in some situations, but other people don't. According to International Renewable Energy Agency, in 2014, it takes a wind turbine of about 10 kilowatts, which is enough for almost 10 houses in a month, $40,000 to $70,000 to become a net electricity producer. And this agency also claims that these turbines become outdated within 10 to 20 years. In addition to that, according to Dr. Hans-Peter Eger-Waldel, who is the head of the wind energy research in ANEMO's Wind Power Predictions Worldwide, the wind is unpredictable and the availability of wind power is not constant. If we are looking for a cost-effective way to store a wind power, these turbines are not the solutions, especially for developing countries. So I want to ask, is it really worth to invest such an amount of money to this equipment? I don't think so. This brings me to my second major, which is some health problems happening to people living in the neighborhood. According to Dr. Nina Pierpont's article in 2014, the adverse health effects have been observed in people living in the nearby these turbines. And these negative effects are so-called wind turbine syndrome or wind farm syndrome. And those people suffering from this syndrome have some following disorders, such as dizziness, myopia, insomnia, difficulty in breathing, or headaches. Michael Nissenbaum, who is a neurologist in New York Neurologic Associations, claims that the wind turbines emit different sound patterns depending on which way and how hard the wind is blowing, different characteristics annoying people in different ways. And he did a survey of the effect on people living nearby the Mars Hill Wind Farm in the United States, and he found that in 2014, 70% of about 2,700 people had explicit deterioration in their mental health. The last but not the least, it affects not only the health of people negatively, but also the other living creatures. John Anderson, who is the director of Wind Energy Associations, in 2015 pointed out that birds, bats, and other flying creatures have a little chance of surviving when taking a direct hit from a rotating wind turbine blade. In addition to that, a research conducted by National Research Council in 2016 have estimated the number of annual avian fatalities nearly 440,000. And this outcome clearly shows that these turbines are not as safe as the people think. To sum up, today I have talked about three main disadvantages of wind farms, namely the cost of wind turbine and some health problems related to it, and finally, a threat to other living creatures. For those of you who are interested in my topic, Here is my reference list. If we consider sincerely, what would be cleaner than the wind in order to produce electric energy? However, have we really taken into account the real consequences, especially on people and animals? If you have any questions or comments in your mind, I would be glad to answer them. Thank you for your attention.